It is about money, though, right? They're losing money.
No, they were forced. They were blackmailed into hiring these DEI directors and producers. That's right. So it wasn't they were telling them what they needed to do because they had, you know, a million fake bots on X telling them that they were relevant, and they made these movies that nobody would watch. So it's really they're going to have to stop hiring people based off of their sexual orientation and how they look in the mirror, opposed to can you actually direct a movie that makes sense.
So Greg Gutfeld and others, including Tyrus, are talking about The View. All of a sudden want to go ahead and get some pro-Trumpers to get to the show so that there'll be more ratings. Now, how are they going to go ahead and push away people who are Trump supporters who voted for Trump and everything? And then next thing you know, see the results of the election and then realize that, my goodness, the ratings are low. And now, I mean, lower than Gutfeld by Greg Gutfeld. And it's like, now they're in the matter of desperation where now they got to go ahead and woo these people back in and everything. And they realize that this is their core base, the core customers. Okay, so let's go and get into this Greg Gutfeld discussion with Tyrus and others about The View, looking for more conservative leaning hosts to get conservative leaning audience. Now, before we begin, be sure to smash the like button, share this video far and wide across social media, and be sure to subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you're notified of future uploads and updates. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
The times are a-changing. Jim, I'm going to give you 3 great things that are happening. The LA Times is replacing its entire editorial board to more closely reflect all opinions. After Donald Trump's landslide win, Hollywood claims it's going to be more welcoming to conservative actors and less woke. And apparently The View is desperate to find a Trumper to join. How long do you think this is going to last?
But it'd be great if it's true.
Yeah.
It really would be great. I mean, first they should start with, I mean, the Times, just anyone walking in, like, all right, the first thing we need to ask you is just, what's a woman?
Yeah.
Let's start with that. Okay, you can define that. Let's go. And as far as, you know what? As far as movies, again, common sense. I got nothing. If you're gay, knock yourself out. What you do behind closed doors. I'm tired of watching a Disney, and they got it at the end to Star Wars. My last Star Wars, at the big ending scene. Why is a chick like, wow, let's make out? Like, why are we watching? It's shoved in your face. It's an agenda. Good. Let them all. You know, I'd like to see on the View.
What?
Would be like Roseanne and like Candace right out of the gate.
Oh my! Roseanne, you know what?
With a 9mm. Just
Roseanne is the most inspired choice.
Yes.
Because she, oh my God,
She'd be a monster.
Yeah, she would eat them alive. Or they would eat her.
Yeah.
That is true, though. You know, Kat, think about that choice. Like, would any sane person want that job at The View? Let's say you weren't working here, and they approached you, and they said, we need, like, and you're not a Trumper, but let's say they wanted, like, an opposing perspective.
Well, just any kind of opposing perspective, right? Because the concern, I mean, there's no argument anymore on The View, right? I don't know why you'd want. I don't know why you'd want it.
Yeah, they'd have to pay you a lot of money.
But I was gonna say everybody has their price, right?
Yes.
I mean, Kat Timpf and Greg Gutfeld and others, they do have a point about this, because that's probably the only way that you'll get like some kind of conservative up there to do the show is the money. You know, you got to go ahead and pay them a lot of money to go ahead and go on The View and they debate the liberals and stuff up there. I mean, you got some up there who identify as Republican, but they're not necessarily conservatives. And that fact, the fact of the matter is that whenever there's someone up there who's debating a liberal up there, like Whoopi, for example, that's going to take a lot of energy out of you, and you're going to need more money to make from that. But yeah, can't wait to hear what Greg Gutfeld and Tyrus have to say about this. But yeah, a lot of good points going on across and stuff that's already happening in other outlets owned by Disney and stuff, especially with Star Wars, which is that ended in a travesty, by the way. But let's go ahead and get right back into this discussion.
There's plenty of things that you don't want to do that you will do for a certain amount of money. That's what the foundation of the entire economy.
Yes.
So, yeah, but also speaking of, Hollywood was never woke.
Yeah.
Hollywood's not going away from woke. It wasn't woke before. It was just that after the summer of 2020, everyone was so scared of getting fired that they were like, we better just make sure all movies are all black gay people. You know what I mean? Like, that's an exaggeration, but that was what they thought people wanted. That's that they were reading on it, social media. That's what people wanted. They didn't want to get fired. They were like, rather than push it with this joke or having this lead be a straight white person, let's just not. And then now, but they're not making the money that they thought they would because they thought they were going to lose money. They were so scared of losing money that they forgot to make movies that make money. So that's why they're changing. They want the audience. They don't actually care.
Yeah, you know, Tyrus, I'm a little depressed because I was looking forward to a trans James Bond, and it's not going to happen.
Well, Greg, there was a long line that you were in, and I'm sorry for you and the thousands of constituents.
It is about money, though, right? They're losing money.
No, they were forced. They were blackmailed into hiring these DEI directors and producers. That's right. So it wasn't they were telling them what they needed to do because they had, you know, a million fake bots on X telling them that they were relevant, and they made these movies that nobody would watch. So it's really they're going to have to stop hiring people based off of their sexual orientation and their how they look in the mirror, opposed to can you actually direct a movie that makes sense. I don't care if you mail order horses, but if you can make a movie that I can watch without going the why? Okay? So it's not even that. And The View, you don't need to find Trumpers. You need to fire your race baiters.
Yeah.
You need to fire the two races. You've had people. You had a McCain on there. You've had people on there before, and you ran them off. So the racist ones who want to stick to this, Whoopi and Sonny, and the, was it Bette Midler? What's her name? Yeah, broke-ass Bette Midler. Fire them and bring people in. Maybe you could get McCain to come back. She was a Republican, but every show and every break, she was nearly in tears because she was being attacked. So the problem is that you have to go after the racist people. And if the CEO goes, you know what? I'm not going to allow a woman on my show or man that will go after white America and talk about them like dogs. That doesn't represent our ideals or values for anyone. And get rid of those people, and this will clear up real quick. So do you have to actually look in the mirror and clean up your own backyard and get the racist people out? Because that's who you allowed in. You allowed black racists on TV who could just go all day and say anything about white people. And I guess lo and behold, they forgot that there's a lot of people at home, white people at home during the day that are not watching your show anymore. So just clean it up.
Yeah.
Tyrus hit the hammer on the nail with that one. First and foremost, he did mention out there the movies and all of that. Like these companies can't even hire directors and stuff. Matter of fact, they don't want to hire the directors that actually have a vision. They want to hire directors that want to go ahead and that can easily be controlled. Okay, they don't. This is the reason why these films flop, because these studios want to be the creators and stuff, and want to hire these, you know, directors who know how to go ahead put these political statements out in these movies, but don't even know how to entertain the audience or the consumers and everything. That's what leads to these movies to flop and these studios to lose money. And quite frankly, if you leave the whole DEI thing out and also stop looking for DEI hires and stuff, then maybe you'll go ahead and make money and keep the customers and stuff that you had a long time ago. But now those customers are gone, who are the parents and stuff, who also went on ahead, supported and voted for our president-elect. Now, on to the other topic, you know, that he mentioned. He did make a great point. If you want to go ahead and have more conservatives on the show, go ahead and fire the ones who are the race baiters and stuff like Whoopi and Sonny Hostin and stuff. He made an excellent point right there. Watch the ratings shoot up through the roof. Matter of fact, I guarantee you that if they were just fired and they didn't have any conservative hosts and stuff up there, the ratings for The View would go up much higher, okay? But then again, they still have to go ahead and hire a conservative leader voice because they realize who their customers are. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts you might have with this particular topic. If you enjoyed what I said in this video, go ahead, smash the like button, share this video far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click on notifications so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So then, peace.